Did you know that the path to a vibrant, energetic life, even into your later years, might not be paved with complicated regimens or expensive fads? We often hear extraordinary stories, don't we? People defying expectations, staying sharp, active, and brimming with life well into their 80s, 90s, or even beyond. You might hear someone say, "They told me I'd be slowing down by 60, needing help by 70. But then they paint a picture of continued independence, maybe even claiming decades without so much as a sniffle. Now, when you hear such claims, what's your first thought? Is it luck? Exceptional genes? Or could it be something more accessible, something rooted in daily choices? Today, we're going to explore some commonly cited habits that superagers often credit for their longevity and wellness. But here's the question I want us to ponder throughout. Are these habits truly standalone miracles, or do they point to broader principles of health that we can all integrate? And more importantly, how can we adapt these ideas to fit our unique lives without falling into the trap of thinking there's a one-size-fits-all solution? Are you ready to look beyond the surface and find what truly works? Stick with me, because understanding this could genuinely change how you approach your well-being. So, let's delve into the first idea often shared. A specific morning ritual, sometimes just a minute or two, performed before your feet even touch the ground. The premise is that our bodies, especially as we mature, don't just snap awake ready for action. That first half hour can be a vulnerable time, can't it? Think about it. Your circulation might be a bit sluggish, joints can feel stiff, and your mind is still shaking off the cobwebs of sleep. Now, the idea of a wake-up signal, some gentle movements like wiggling fingers and toes, rotating ankles and wrists, taking deep breaths, is certainly appealing. Proponents say it oxygenates the brain, fires up the nervous system, and stimulates blood flow. And intuitively, this makes sense. Rushing headlong into a stressful day before your body is truly online could indeed contribute to that feeling of brain fog, or even make us more prone to unsteadiness. We've all felt that groggy, unprepared feeling, haven't we? But here's where I want to add a layer of thought. Is the magic solely in these specific movements? Or is it perhaps in the act of mindful re-engagement with your body? So many of us, myself included at times, can feel disconnected. This kind of ritual, however brief, forces a moment of connection. It's saying, "Good morning, body, let's do this together." That mental shift, that conscious intention, could be just as powerful as the physical actions themselves. Furthermore, studies from places like the Mayo Clinic do suggest that gentle mobility early in the day can improve balance and mental clarity. But what if we considered prehydration? Imagine having a glass of water by your bedside and taking a few sips before these movements. Could that enhance the circulatory benefits? Could it make the joints feel a little more receptive to that gentle motion? I believe it's worth considering. It's not just about what you do, but the sequence and the intention behind it. And isn't consistency the real hero here? It's the daily practice, that gentle nudge, that reminds your body it's cared for. What's your very first act of connection with your body each morning? Is it serving you? Or could a small tweak make a big difference? Let that simmer for a moment. Next up, we often hear about a special morning drink, a concoction of simple kitchen ingredients touted as an immune system champion. Typically, this involves warm water, lemon, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. The claim? That this simple blend, taken before anything else, can keep you vibrant and ward off illness for years, perhaps even decades. Now, let's break this down with a healthy dose of critical thinking. Fresh lemon juice is a source of vitamin C, an antioxidant that plays a role in immune function. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, has been extensively studied for its anti-inflammatory properties. And black pepper, containing piperine, is known to significantly boost curcumin absorption. That part is solid science. The idea of supporting digestion and reducing inflammation first thing in the morning is certainly attractive, isn't it? However, while these ingredients individually have merit, I think it's crucial to maintain perspective. Are we sometimes tempted to attribute almost magical properties to such a drink? Could the real benefit for many be the ritual itself, the act of starting the day with something perceived as healthy? Or perhaps it's the displacement of less healthy morning habits, like sugary coffees or juices. That alone could be a significant win. And what about individual sensitivities? For some, lemon, even diluted, can be harsh on tooth enamel over time, or it might aggravate acid reflux. Turmeric, while beneficial for many, can cause stomach upset in others, especially in larger quantities or on an empty stomach. It's vital to listen to your body. Is this golden glass, as some call it, truly making you feel better? Or are you doing it because you've been told it's a cure-all? Moreover, the quality of your ingredients matters immensely. Is your turmeric fresh, organic, and from a reputable source to ensure it hasn't been adulterated or irradiated, which can diminish its potency? These are the kinds of questions we should be asking. While research, like reviews in Frontiers in Pharmacology, does support curcumin's role in immune function and reducing oxidative stress, it's part of a much larger picture. This drink isn't a standalone shield. It's a potential tool in a broader wellness toolkit. What do you think? Is it the ingredients, the ritual, or a bit of both? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Let's move on to a habit that seems almost too simple to be profound: the daily walk. We're not talking about marathon training, but a consistent, perhaps 15 to 20-minute walk each day. The narrative often goes that this isn't just exercise, it's a form of healing, a way to reduce pain, sharpen the mind, and maintain independence. And there's a lot of truth to this. Walking is a fantastic full-body activity. Research, like that published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, confirms that regular walking can lower inflammatory markers, improve blood sugar control, boost mental clarity, and even contribute to a longer lifespan. These aren't small claims, they are significant benefits. But here's where I believe we can deepen our understanding. It's not just that you walk, but how and why. The idea of walking without distractions, no phone, no headphones, just movement and breath, resonates deeply. It turns a physical act into a meditative one, doesn't it? Focusing on posture, on deep, rhythmic breathing, transforms the experience. And the suggestion of smiling while you walk, it might sound a bit whimsical, but there's science there. Smiling can activate the vagus nerve, which plays a crucial role in regulating our stress response, inflammation, and even digestion. So you're not just moving your legs, you're actively calming your nervous system. How incredible is that? The key takeaway for me isn't the exact duration or distance, especially when you're starting out, or if mobility is a challenge. Some days it might be around the block, other days just to the mailbox and back. The profound impact comes from consistency. It's about telling your body every single day, we're still moving, we're still capable. That repetition, that daily commitment, is what can truly unlock joints, clear thoughts, and deepen your breath. It's a reset button. So if your knees feel stiff or your mind feels foggy, perhaps the answer isn't to wait for motivation, but to simply open the door and take that first step. What's one small way you could incorporate more mindful movement into your day, even if it's not a traditional walk? Now, let's talk about a nutrient that many seniors might be overlooking, even if they believe they're eating healthily: protein. The story often told is of someone feeling their strength, energy, and focus decline despite a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Then comes the revelation: they're under-proteined. This is a critically important point. As we age, our bodies can become less efficient at absorbing and utilizing protein to build and repair tissue, a phenomenon sometimes called anabolic resistance. This means that even if your protein intake hasn't changed, your muscles, your immune system, and even your brain might not be getting what they truly need. Are you finding that your energy slumps mid-morning, or that recovery from simple exertion takes longer than it used to? This could be a clue. The idea of a brain and body breakfast, perhaps including an egg, some Greek yogurt, a few nuts and berries to hit around 25 or 30 grams of protein, is a powerful strategy. Why breakfast? Because after an overnight fast, your body is primed to use those amino acids for repair and building. And the benefits aren't just about muscle. As the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests, adequate protein intake in older adults is linked to better muscle mass, fewer hospitalizations, and stronger immune responses. Think about it. Your immune cells, your neurotransmitters, the very enzymes that keep your body functioning. They're all built from protein. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality and distribution. Focusing on complete proteins, those containing all 9 essential amino acids, is key. And spreading that protein intake throughout the day, rather than having one huge protein meal, seems to be more effective for muscle protein synthesis in older adults. So my question to you is this: are you consciously thinking about your protein intake at each meal, especially breakfast? It's not about adopting a bodybuilder's diet, but about making smart, consistent choices. Instead of just filling your stomach, are you truly fueling your body and brain for the hours ahead? This small shift in focus could be a game changer for your energy, strength, and even your cognitive function. What are your favorite ways to ensure you're getting enough quality protein? Share your tips. Finally, let's consider a habit that operates purely in the realm of the mind, yet is presented as essential for long-term brain health and emotional balance: a daily brief period of mental tuning. This isn't necessarily meditation or therapy, but a few minutes of sitting still, closing your eyes, and vividly picturing how you want to feel and act throughout your day: calm, strong, confident. Now, this might sound a bit out there to some, but the neuroscience is increasingly supportive. When you vividly imagine an action or a state of being, your brain can fire many of the same neural circuits as if you were actually experiencing it. Think about that. This isn't just wishful thinking. Studies, including those referenced from Harvard or involving brain scan data, show that this kind of mental rehearsal can strengthen neural pathways for focus and calm, and can even help reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. And why is managing stress so critical, especially as we age? Because chronic stress is a silent saboteur. It can weaken the immune system, impair cognitive function, and accelerate the aging process more than many other factors. We often focus on the physical, don't we? But our mental and emotional states are profoundly interconnected with our physical health. If you find yourself more anxious, forgetful, or easily overwhelmed, it might not just be age. It could be an indicator that your mind needs a dedicated practice to cultivate resilience. The beauty of this mental tuning concept is its simplicity. Just 3 to 5 minutes before the chaos of the day begins, to intentionally set your internal compass. To decide, today I will embody strength. Today I will choose peace. It's about taking your mind off autopilot and consciously directing your internal state. I believe this practice is about more than just picturing a good day. It's about cultivating an internal locus of control, a sense that you have agency over your responses to life's challenges. It's a proactive step against the relentless tide of external stresses. What if, instead of being reactive to the day's events, you started each day by priming your mind for the state you wish to inhabit? It's a powerful shift from victimhood to empowerment. Have you ever tried anything like this? What difference did it make? So, we've journeyed through these 5 commonly shared habits: the gentle morning awakening, the kitchen-sourced immune drink, the consistent daily walk, prioritizing protein, and the daily mental tune-up. As you've heard, there's often a kernel of scientific truth or strong anecdotal support behind these practices. But the biggest takeaway I hope you're feeling is that these aren't just isolated tricks. They point to fundamental principles: mindful connection with your body, conscious nutrition, consistent movement, fueling your physical foundation, and cultivating a resilient mindset. It's not about blindly copying a 92-year-old's routine, is it? It's about understanding the why behind these habits and then asking yourself, how can I adapt these principles to my life, my body, my unique circumstances? The real magic, if there is any, lies in consistency and in listening to your own body's wisdom. What seems small or simple can, over time, rewire your health and perhaps even reshape your experience of aging. You don't need to overhaul everything at once. What's one small, intentional change inspired by these ideas that you feel you could start implementing tomorrow? I truly believe that taking control of your health is one of the most empowering things you can do. These discussions are meant to inspire you, to make you question, and to help you find what truly resonates. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these ideas sparked something? What's one insight you've gained or one action you plan to explore? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences and wisdom enrich this community, and we can all learn from each other on this journey. If you found value in this discussion, if it made you think differently, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with someone who might benefit, and subscribing to the channel for more content designed to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Remember, it's not about chasing eternal youth. It's about embracing a long health span filled with energy, clarity, and independence. Thank you for watching. And here's to you taking those small, powerful steps on your own terms.